up, babes? Jumping right into the video. Of course, as you guys can see from the title, today is a versatile quick weave in collaboration with CURLSQUEEN. Now, they did actually give me their light yaki bundles. I received 3 of them in the length 16-inch, but of course, all the details will be listed down below. I did actually film a very detailed start to finish versatile braid pattern, so if that's something you want to see, comment down below, give the video a thumbs up so I can go ahead and get that uploaded for you. And in case you guys are a little bit more familiar, I did actually use 2 caps. Why did I do that? Because I don't really want the glue to seep through onto my scalp as easily. Now, because I am using glue, I also want to kind of protect my hair. So I'm taking the Salon Pro Protective Shield just to literally create an even thicker barrier. So of course we have the 2 caps. Sometimes when I'm feeling myself and don't really care about the damage, if I'm being honest, I will only use 1 cap. But in this case, I decided to use 2 because obviously I want to promote healthier hair, despite what sometimes I do to my own. Okay, so definitely make sure you grab one of these bottles in the local beauty supply store or your local beauty supply store, or also Amazon. I saw it on there as well. So I use quite a bit of this. You really want to make sure that this gets into all of the nooks, the crannies. I did actually use an eyeliner pencil just to outline everything so that we can avoid some of those borders, right? Because you don't want to put glue over areas that's going to be your leave out. And because this is a glued style, you do always run the risk of having a little bit, even if it's the smallest amount of glue, touch your hair. So if you are allergic, I don't recommend doing this. Okay, so definitely give you do like a little skin test, see what's going on before you commit to it. But this product does need to dry completely, so get your hair completely saturated. Once you see that it is soaking through, go ahead and allow that either to air dry. I let it air dry for about 2 hours. I know it doesn't look like it because this video is so freaking detailed, okay? But yes, I did let it air dry. I decided not to sit under the dryer. I got some other work done, and then of course I started to lay the first track once it was dry. So you guys, typically you will see me curve the tracks upward. This time I'm actually taking it all the way up to the top. So you guys will see I'm literally starting the very first track exactly where my leave out is. Typically, I like to do this so that I'm not only able to get a super flat flip up, but also it helps build a ton of volume. So if you are somebody that has just want a fuller look, then I would definitely recommend doing it this way. And then of course, I do always use the Salon Pro 30-second hair glue, just because you will end up having to hit it with a blow dryer if you use the other brand. I can't even think of the name of it right now, but you'll see it and know that it ain't it. Okay, so get the 30-second hair glue. No shade, but okay, I'm just being honest. Get the 30-second hair glue so that it will dry really, really quickly. And then I also let it get a little tacky before I lay it down, just because the glue can be a little messy. Obviously, my goal is to avoid as much glue from really just being on my head as possible. And I know you guys are like, I've gotten a ton of questions where you're like, wait, if it's glue, how is it sticking if it's not really on your hair? You guys, to some extent, it is going to be there. So in this case, I did go ahead and use the protective shield just to aid in the removal process, so we don't really have to worry about as much damage. Sometimes I don't really care as much, if I'm being honest, and I'll use 1 cap instead of 2. But in this case, I did care a little bit more because your girl is going through some things with this hair, okay? If you've been following me for a while, you guys would know the hair journey has been just that, okay? So not to get too distracted, because I feel like I owe you guys a natural hair update. So that will be coming really soon, because why not, y'all? We still got to talk about these micro wefts, which were also from CURLSQUEEN. So the light yaki, the texture is 10 out of 10. If I could do them in clip-ins and also just like bundle wefts, y'all, I'm going to do it every single time because the blend is there. So I wanted to give you a quick shot of just how I kind of lay the glue down. And then you guys see I'm literally curving every single track, and I'm going to do that all the way up. Now, I know some of y'all are probably wondering, Chrissy, why you got this brown girl? Okay, I do typically use a black cap, but in this case, I don't know if I said this already. I feel like I did. I recorded this voiceover a couple times. So charge it to the game, not my head, okay, or the heart, whatever. Anyway, so yes, the brown cap is just so that you guys can really see the track placement, because I know sometimes I'm wearing black and then the hair is black and then the cap's black. It's just a lot, okay? So this was just for you and only you, my babies, okay? And you guys also, if you guys are not familiar, if you have have seen before. I'm sure you have, but maybe just don't really understand the process. The way that I'm laying the tracks is literally mimicking the invisible method. So this is back before the closures were actually being used. People were doing the invisible method to mimic a part. Well, I'm doing that for my leave out, not only to create a lot of volume around my face, but also so that my hair just blends seamlessly and I don't really have to do too much blending on the other hand with just like, covering tracks and stuff. And so of course we are now at bundle 2. Look how full and thick this hair is. Come on. Y'all already know. Get into it. Now, the first thing that I noticed is because the hair is so full and I laid the tracks on top of each other, I felt like I could have gotten an even flatter flip up had I used less hair. But obviously, I knew I was going to be wearing this hair down most of the time. And if I was going to wear it in a ponytail, I wanted it to look really, really full, just like my micro wefts did. And y'all, I was obsessed with that. Okay, you couldn't have told me that was not my hair. So anyway, I was going for that same look. And you guys can see, I literally completed this process in about 40 minutes, not including the braids, but just laying the tracks down, making sure everything is where it needs to go. And you guys can see, voila, we are at the top and we are ready to go ahead and just kind of cut this off. So I was happy. I know I look sleepy here. I don't even know what time in the morning it was, but y'all, this was a process. And I ended up having half a bundle left, and I still have the additional bundle because remember, they sent me 3. So I have an additional bundle as well. So I'll definitely be doing another install. And then of course, I wanted to just add a couple of face framing layers. By a couple, y'all, I ended up layering this whole thing all the way around, which obviously is a beautiful thing because it's going to help with the blending of my hair because my hair is not as long as the extensions. This is a 16-inch, so I literally just took a razor comb. You guys can see I went in a diagonal motion and literally just start to chop this up. The elevations were all wrong, okay? So if you are here from hair school, fresh out of hair school, listen, don't be like me. Do the right thing, okay? Keep them arms nice and high in one spot so that you can really get the layers the way you want to. But my cheat code is pretty much just making sure that everything silks out nice and has some type of layer to where I feel comfortable. I don't like it too choppy, so I'd like to keep it nice and well blended. I'm pretty sure there were some spots that I missed, but the way that I kind of fix that is I'll just literally pull it out straight, see where the points are, and then of course we just drag that baby on down. So I try to keep it beginner friendly just because I'm not here to necessarily be like a school educator type of thing, right? Which obviously that's my dream one day to have one, right? But for now, we are here to just like, teach the girls at home how to get it done because the prices at the salons, baby, this is crazy. Okay, I feel for y'all. So the tutorials are on the way because this don't make no sense at this point. They're telling you to come to the salon already washed and braided down and charging you $250 for a quick weave. Girl, okay. I think my first quick weave was probably like $45, no lie. And she came to my house, but obviously the times have changed, so no shade. I know what it feels like to be a stylist and needing to charge more and not really wanting to, but y'all at least got to do a little shampoo or something, okay? Nevertheless, you guys can see the light yaki extensions were super full, y'all. I don't know if you can tell from here, but the hair was super soft. Now, obviously, I can't really talk too much about the shedding at this point in the video, just simply because I was still trimming it up. There was hair all over me, all on the floor, but I was just checking my work, making sure we, dipping and doing it, all of the things. And then, of course, you guys usually ask me like, girl, how in the world are you sleeping with this at night? Make sure you stick around because I'm going to show you how to properly wrap your hair so that it will last, of course. And yes, sometimes my head does itch, but I usually don't suffer from or I don't want to say suffer because it's not a suffering, but I usually don't have a lot of itchiness in my scalp. That's because I do usually use a very good deep conditioner. So I think that's a good point. And then I use a lot of tea tree oil and just thicker castor oils on my hair. So I never really had any trouble with that, but I went ahead and just pretty much trimmed off the first cap. I didn't want to do this all at once because one time I actually ended up cutting my hair, which ended up setting me back pretty far. Not gonna lie, I think I did this for the second quick weave video. video that I posted within the last year, y'all, I ended up cutting my hair at the part where I cut the cap, but I had to cut that out the video because, I mean, who are we kidding? So anyway, yes, girl, I make mistakes sometimes too, so just be careful. If you need some help, get some help. Y'all know I got the crazy eyes going on at this point. Like, I really crack myself up at how serious I look when I'm doing my hair. But voila, we in the game, okay? Definitely don't just slide it back. Go ahead and really cut everything off because you really want the cap to sit in place. You don't really want that tension from the band around your hair. And like I said, this is glue, so that's what's keeping it on your scalp. But that protective shield should literally help that glue melt off once it's time to remove it. So this is actually the next day. It's so hilarious. I caught myself putting on the same shirt so y'all wouldn't know, but obviously we got a full face of makeup, all the things. We are ready to go, okay? Anyway, I wanted to go ahead and just kind of seal this in. So sometimes you'll notice a little gap. So you usually will need to take a little track or two just to go on either side of the leave out, just to really kind of seal that gap. Now, if your hair is super thick, obviously in this case, my hair is long enough to cover it. I really didn't have to do this, but this is a pro tip. So if you need assistance with blending, definitely go ahead and add a track in the exact spot that you see that I have it. And I would also recommend splitting your hair in two, not bringing it all the way down. You guys can kind of see where I have everything sectioned out, but I would definitely add a track in between my hair. I wouldn't bring it all the way to the front of my hairline just because this is versatile. So you want to be able to do that flip over and all the things, right? Definitely make sure that you are using some type of heat protectant. I chose to use the Mizani. I don't know if I'm liking it anymore, only because I'm noticing a lot more smoke and I've been using a ton of heat on my hair. So I got a ton of breakage, y'all. 2 steps forward, 6 steps back is the story of my hair. But if you know and you are here, I'm sure you guys go through the same things, right? Constantly trying to figure out a style that's going to work. Is the heat going to do it? Is the twist out going to do it? Like, there's no happy medium at this point. I'm just happy to have hair at this point. Like, that's it. I'm doing the best that I can because I do so many different styles and I love to wear my hair and it's like natural. Well, it's not even natural, but I like the way that my hair looks when it is straight just because it does have that like light yaki kind of look, just like the hair. So I like it. It's not super silky. So every now and then I kind of bust out the flat iron, unfortunately. And I know, Roxy, if you're watching this, hairstylist, hey girl, boo, okay? You trim my hair so well, and every time I come to you, it's like, Christy, get it together. Get it together. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, I went ahead and took the wax stick, which I instantly regretted. I don't know why I did that, y'all. I must have been sweating and hot because it took my hair from straight to like, it added a little bit of curl. Now, mind you, this wax stick is probably about 5 years old. So embarrassing, but just being honest, y'all, it's so old. It's just not even funny. But anyway, I brushed that in just to kind of help everything look nice and smooth. And this is for y'all, the ones that said, Chrissy, you kill the whole style when you do the baby hairs, right? I'm about to be 30 real quick, real soon. It is about that time to let it go. Now, if you see it in another video, don't be in your feelings, okay? I'm still growing and learning. But look at that blend. Oh my goodness. With no problem. And mind you, the natural hair color is like a natural black. And so my hair is typically more of like, I guess, a natural black as well. I don't know. In some spots, it is more of a sandy brown color, but it was doing what it needed to do. Look at the ponytail. You can pull it up as high or low as you want to without too much trouble. And if you feel like this is too much hair for you, literally use a bundle and 1/4. I promise you it's going to give you an even more natural look because it won't be overly full, so it won't look like you added any clip-ins or anything. If you know me, my hair is, I think I call it average. I don't think that it's super thick or thin. It is definitely just like average density hair. So I did go ahead and just add a couple curls. And yeah, I got this curling rod from Target a few years ago. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you don't, you should, because it was RIP to the FHI flat iron. Like, I'm so sad. I had that since the beginning of my YouTube career, and typically I will go ahead and curl my hair with that, especially for my quick weave videos. It's just something we do. So yeah, we it's time to re-up. We got to get another one. I've been loving the EAP heat ones, but you guys can see this hair curls, baby, curls. curls like a dream. I was feeling myself. You can just tell. I started getting that look in my eyes, started dancing. This is how I act when I eat some really good food too. Okay, y'all. You know you feel me. Okay. Anyway, once I got everything pretty much curled up, I was like, do I want to do a little hairspray? No, we're not going to do no hairspray. Let's see how this hair acts. And so, of course, I can't believe I've been talking for 14 minutes. If you have still been hanging in there, hey, girl, I need some water, but hey, we are here. I'm not trying to get demonetized for this video because this happened to me a couple times using audio and just hoping that y'all know what to do in between time. So I'm using my beautiful voice to walk you through this, okay? And so, of course, I went ahead and took my EAP heat flat iron just to go ahead and add a few bumps and curls in the front just so I can help like blend my hair and all that good stuff. And you guys can see. Instant blend. You don't have to worry at all. Now, if your hair is silkier than mine and you don't actually want to use a light yaki, that's perfectly fine. You can still use this exact same method to install your hair. Just get you some bundles that's going to match closely. I've even seen people use like deep wave or deep curly hair, blow it out, and it gives you that blowout look that does mimic maybe 3A, 3B hair when it's like silks out. So that's just a thought, you know, if you don't want something super silky, but you do like that fuller look, kind of like what I got going on here. You guys, I love to just take a paddle brush to brush everything in the same direction. And then I separate the curls, right? Because we have the layers. You guys will see just how much the hair transform every time I touch it, because y'all know I'm not about to stop touching it. But I am going to give you a couple style options, and I actually ended up wearing this in a couple different ways on TikTok. So I have recently started posting like a little get ready with me situation. So I have so many in the bank. We are locked and loaded. So definitely make sure that you are following me there so that you don't miss the update on the quick weave, the styles that I did, the makeup, because my go-to makeup is something y'all always ask me about, and also the outfit of the day. Okay, so definitely check me out there. Look at the hair. Giving the vibes. Go ahead and take a comb. Literally, you can use your fingers to play with this. I overkill with playing with it just because I'll find one area and I'm like, oh, this is so cute. And then the next thing you know, I switch up the whole thing. Like, girl, make up your mind. So indecisive. So indecisive. I cannot. Anyway, I was absolutely in love with this hair. Y'all know I have this new ranking scale, obviously from the packaging, talking about the quality, talking about is it custom, but these are more so for wigs, right? I still want to use that same grading rubric, and I'm just going to put it down in the description box instead of doing like a whole dedicated section for the video, because already I'm giving the hair a 10 out of 10 because I ended up wearing this for 2 weeks. Can you believe it? I'm usually a 3-day hairstyle girl. I don't care if it's a quick weave or not. Like, braids might get a good week and a half, okay? And that's probably my problem now. I need to leave my hair alone. But yes, the hair was super soft. It definitely held a curl. It did not get weighed down, surprisingly. Even though I was using a little bit of Biosilk, we definitely had some heat protectant in it. Like, it looks nice and fresh over and over and over again. And you guys see, I was able to do a little half up, half down. I was even able to go ahead and just kind of pull this back into a nice pony. But yeah, so I ended up wearing it like this for a pool day. So if you guys do follow me on Instagram, you guys would have seen that, because the outfit was giving the the vibes. All right. And I love that I added the layers because I felt like it just kind of gave it a little bit more dimension. And so, yes, we are pinning this up. Well, not really, but I'm showing you what it would look like if it was pinned up. If it was pinned up. But yes, the hair definitely gets a 10 out of 10 for the blend. For me, it is doing everything I needed it to do. I didn't end up having too much shedding at all, if any at all. I honestly think my hair, like the leave out areas, were actually shedding more than the hair itself, which is kind of embarrassing. So clearly, y'all, I gotta get it together. I gotta stop all this manipulation on my hair. I feel like it's protective style season. I'm not calling this a protective style. I'm looking to be cute and I want a very nice natural weave. Girl, the go-to, because what else are we doing? If you want to kind of bump it up a notch and you want a little bit more of that fluffy look, take you a regular bristle brush. Don't do the paddle brush because it's gonna like lay everything down. Do the regular bristle brush, and what it'll do is add a little bit of fluff. So this is another pro tip too. Like, the tools that you use is what's really gonna define the way your curls look. And so of course, if I was to go through with a very fine tooth comb, everything's gonna clump together. If I did a paddle brush, everything's gonna clump, but in less of a uniformed way, right? So it'll kind of be fuller. Y'all get the vibes, okay? Anywho, I'm also able to see that like my edges, okay, are blending and still looking nice and good. But the only thing that I will say is, if you do not wrap your hair in this style, you are going to regret it, because you're going to end up using so much heat to have everything blend. Now, if you're like me and, you know, you really want everything to be perfect, that's how you end up with heat damage. I have to practice, not trying to be so perfect all the time. Like, let life go, okay? I saw that, well, obviously I did a review for the kinky edge wig. Hilarious, okay? Because kinky edges, y'all, that's my edges. That's my edges when I do not press it out. So the fact that I wore a wig like that definitely lets me know, girl, it's time to stop over pressing your hair. Like, let it do what it wants to do. Look at that flip over. Girl, look at that forehead. Beautiful. Come on. I already know. Feeling the vibes. And you can definitely do left, right, middle, no part, because I know some of y'all don't really feel like doing the whole part thing. So if you guys want to see me do just like a regular flip over quick weave, I can do that too. I would much rather just do that with clip-ins though. I don't feel like that's something you need to commit to like glue with. And I actually have a hilarious video to show you guys. But I'm not going to post it now. I'm actually going to post it as a YouTube short and a TikTok, just so that y'all can kind of pop in and see. I call myself washing the quick weave, and hilarious, okay? Cannot wait to show y'all this. So if you haven't already, definitely make sure that you are subscribed, turn on your post notifications. The hair is doing what it needs to do. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for listening to my little squeaky voice, okay? I love y'all. Without y'all, I would not be able to live the way that I live, do the things that I do. YouTube is really my therapy. It makes me happy. Like, what more can you ask for? Literally, I'm able to go have therapy at work. Touching hair, doing hair, whether it's mine or somebody else's, it really just sets the vibe for me, like gets me out of a funk. So YouTube has definitely been such a blessing in my life, and I would not be able to do this if it wasn't for y'all. So again, I appreciate you. We're almost at 300K, okay? With this video, I know it's gonna take us there, because we got another one coming and another one coming, okay? I can't wait to show you guys what I've been cooking up. Looking good, all that good stuff. Definitely leave any comments or questions down below. Y'all know I'm going to continue to play with this hair until the wheels freaking fall off. Like, girl, give it up, okay? I was trying to go for the Tina Turner over here. Something. R.I.P. my girl Tina. If you didn't know, that's one of my favorite people, child. One of my favorites. But yes. Ooh, beautiful. I'm loving it. I had such a hard time picking the thumbnail for this. Hilarious. Maybe I should go live and let y'all help me do the thumbnail sometimes. But anyway, this is for the good part. So, how to wrap your hair. If you guys have ever had a silk press, y'all know whether you're right-handed, left-handed, wrap in the direction of your handedness. If you are right-handed, wrap to the right. If you are left-handed, wrap to the left. It's not really going to matter because your part is in the middle, and you more than likely won't be wearing this in the middle part anyway. The flip over, side part, all that was super cute regardless, so don't put too much pressure on it. Try not to. As long as your wrap is wrapping and you have you a nice dome cap, which is also satin lined. I do actually have that on my Amazon store, so check it out. And everything that I'm going to use in this video, or that I use in the video, I'll go ahead and add it to my Amazon store as well, so that you guys don't have to look far and all that good stuff, because I know every beauty supply store is not made equal, okay? Well, who are we kidding? Anyway, I love you guys so much. Stay pretty. I will see you guys in my very next video. This one is a banger. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you. Love y'all. See you later. Bye, babies.